West Brom News Gareth Barry explains why he left Everton. But after his summer switch to West Brom, the 36-year-old midfielder stands on the brink of eclipsing Ryan Giggs' record of the most Premier League appearances, and plans to play on into his 40s. Everton boss Ronald Koeman wanted Barry to stay, but the player has revealed he jumped at the chance of a new start. "I'd been speaking to Ronald Koeman for 3 weeks before it eventually happened," he said. "I thought, do you really want to end your career playing the odd game, being on the bench or just being in and around the place? A lot of players generally finish like that." He wasn't happy with me because he wanted me to stay around and felt I was going to get enough game time. I didn't want to slowly go down that road of fizzling out, which I thought I might have done at Everton. Barry has received a message of congratulations from Giggs as he prepares for his 633rd Premier League appearance at Arsenal on Monday. It delighted Barry, who insisted the Welsh wizard remains the leader of the pack in his eyes, having clocked up 40 appearances in the old First Division which do not count. "Ryan is the most decorated player in the English game," said Barry. "It was lovely to hear from him, passing his Premier League record over. But I'm aware he's collected a few more appearances than the 633. I'm also aware the Premier League started 25 years ago and records existed before that too. I'm not here to say I'm top of the tree in English football history, but I'll try and get past Ryan's Football League appearances." The 36-year-old former Aston Villa, Manchester City and Everton ace has picked up Premier League and FA Cup winners' medals and 53 England caps in his 19-year career. Ryan didn't say thanks for the time City beat them 6-1 at Old Trafford. "The best players can erase their memories quite quickly," he said with a smile. He just said his was a tougher record because he's done it at a bigger club through his career. Fair enough. I'm certainly not going to argue with Ryan about trophies and things like that. On Monday the West Brom will no doubt get a word from Arsene Wenger, who once wanted to sign him. "That was before I was leaving Villa, and when I was leaving Man City to go to Everton there was a bit of interest too," said Barry. "I've got massive respect for him for what he's done for the English game, and it would have been good to work under him, but it didn't happen." So what advice would he have if he was whispering in the ear of the 17-year-old Gareth Barry? "The pressures on younger players now are greater. You've just got to be on your toes all the time with social media and stuff. Now you just go to fill your car up and there will be somebody wanting to film you trying to do something silly like that. If you go into a shopping center there are phones and cameras everywhere, and if you're doing the wrong thing ultimately you're going to get found out. So it's important you're living your life right, and that's hard for a young player. Sometimes you want to experience life, but ultimately you've got to make sacrifices and choose